Hey everyone, I'm Brother Brett Potts. Welcome back to another episode of Pray4Japan. This week is the Gifu prefecture. If you're wondering why I got the headband on, it's because I had a small accident over the week on Wednesday night, and I had to go to the ER and get a glue to stitch myself back together. So, you know, just trying to hide the band-aid and stuff, make it a little more applicable to the video. And it also matches the top of my djembe, which is a Japanese Okinawan summer kind of summer robe that they would wear and still do wear in the summertime as loungewear and to festivals. So just to give you a little bit of a look on the more traditional Japanese kind of outfit, this is a djembe, and of course you can only see the top half. So just to give you kind of an idea of how the people of Japan would have dressed back. The first thing that we're going to talk about today is the Gifu prefecture has a population of 1,991,390 souls. It has approximately 8 towns that have only one church, and our missionary population is 1 to every 114,000 souls. So we just need the Lord to touch in this region and help the missionaries expand and reach into the other regions of the Gifu prefecture. Gifu prefecture also is the 7th largest prefecture in the nation of Japan. It has mountains in the north and east, and in the south it has broad plains. Gifu, the population of Gifu as a people are very conservative, and they have a high Buddhist religious population. This is common within Japan, and we just want the Lord to touch on these Buddhist populations and move in a mighty way and just help bring a Christian attitude and a Christian atmosphere to these prefectures, that the saturation of the gospel could be widespread and could reach into the hearts and minds of these Buddhists and even touch those that other people would think are unreachable. We just want God to move in their lives in this situation and touch and help us to reach them with the gospel of Jesus. So the first thing that we're going to pray for today is we want to talk about the COVID-19 situation that seems to have just kind of enveloped the entire globe. We want the Lord to move in that situation and to keep his hand upon those that have been afflicted and heal them from even the residual effects of the virus. Also, the next thing that we want to move into off of that is the reopening of the world. There are many places in the world that are reopening. Japan has pretty much basically completely reopened, except for some small requirements, and there is still a minor travel ban, which it could be a hindrance to several Christians and several missions organizations. So we want to pray for this, and we just want the Lord to open up the lanes of travel and the lanes of traffic for the missionaries to get back on the field and to move and touch and to be able to do what they need to do to help expand the gospel in the nation of Japan. Now, as always, we're going to also pray for our hospitals, jails, orphanages, nursing homes, facilities for the mentally ill, and places like this that in a Christian atmosphere you don't really think of as needing to pray about. But these places are essential in society, and they are essentially where the hurt and the broken can go for help. And we also want the Spirit of God to move in these facilities and to give a spiritual healing to those that go in and seek help and seek this kind of help for their ailments. We want to pray on the jails and the prisons that God could reach and that there could be a blossoming jail ministry in the nation of Japan. So we want the Spirit of God to move in these facilities and to touch and just let the love of Jesus shine in these facilities. So the fourth thing that we're going to pray about today is we want to pray for church planting. We want to pray for evangelism. We want to pray for the churches to just arise in church growth in the nation of Japan and in the Gifu prefecture. We want God to raise up churches and raise up ministers and preachers and pastors that would feel the love of God and would feel a desire to move and plant churches in the nation of Japan. Kind of tying off of that, we also want to pray for the cities and towns that are unreached in the nation of Japan, that God would open up prayer stations and open up church planting and open up evangelism in these prefectures and just help in touch that those prefectures would move in a mighty way, and that those prefectures would just feel the love of God and feel his help and his hope in these last days. We want the world to know that there is a hope, and there is a hope for the nation of Japan. The other thing I'd like to ask you guys is to help with our deputation, which was halted due to the coronavirus, and I am a little under halfway in order to get back to the nation of Japan. Our goal is 20,000, and where it stands right now, I am looking at a significant portion still needed in order to get to the nation of Japan. I will leave a link below if anyone would be interested in helping me get back to the nation of Japan. More than anything, your prayers are coveted. Prayers for funding, prayers for health, prayers for strength, prayers for the ability to reach and to touch the Japanese, prayers for understanding the language, prayers for protection, prayers for these things that are sometimes taken for granted, but missionaries need every single day. Also, I would like to ask you guys to just touch on the travel, and that the lanes of travel would be open and the restrictions would be released so that missionaries can get back to the field and continue to harvest the fields just like the Lord commanded us to do. Thank you guys for everything that your support has shown to Hope for Japan Ministries. Thank you for your continued support. As always, like this video, share it, get the word out there, let people know that there is a need in the nation of Japan, and there is a hope that is coming to the nation of Japan. Next week is the Shizuoka prefecture, so make sure to tune in for that. And thank you all for watching our video, and God bless.